Hello everyone and welcome to UnderRail. This is a game it's pretty much a CRPG kinda. In the vein of the old Fallout games mostly. People compare them mostly to the old Fallout games. They're not that similar, honestly. This game, I don't think it has a lot of the RP. Like the RPG, it has plenty of RPG, I guess. Not the role playing itself that much, I think. It's extremely combat heavy, like combat oriented, but I like that aspect of it mostly. And the build varieties are insane. You can do a lot of different stuff. It has a very rich world. It's a very huge game. Like, I've beaten this like 5 times or something. I'm still pretty bad at it though. And yeah, I had recorded a full playthrough of this, my very first playthrough of this, which was right when around the first DLC came out, Expedition. I never played Heavy Duty here, so I guess this time we can do it. And I've had an absolute blast with this game every time I've played it. But yeah, let's get into it. So for difficulties, you have easy, normal, hard, and dominating. Honestly, the game is kind of mostly focused on hard. Dominating is just pure fucking suffering. I wouldn't ever recommend dominating. A lot of people will say it's the real way to play the game, but it's suffering, man. Unless you really dig the combat and get really good at specifically the combat, like, it's gonna be fucked up. But I think we can do hard. Normal is kind of... It says this is the way the game is meant to be played. It's not. I think normal, the game is kind of a bit easy. But let's do hard. So then there's 2 experience systems. There's the classic, you kill stuff, you get experience, you level up. And then there's this oddity experience system, which I played it once and never again. It's kind of suffering. It's really cool. The way it works is you only get experience by finding oddities, which are like special items, basically. Oh, you find like a, let's say, a fucking book about the past, like some fucking company in the past, or you find like a very mutated canine from some cave dog, some stuff like that. You find oddities, and each one of them gives you a set amount of experience, and then you level up. You can only collect a set amount of each oddity as well, so to level up you gotta find new ones. And not every oddity can spawn always. Sometimes you are left without them because they haven't spawned in your game, they haven't spawned in some specific enemy or something. So not always you can get to the max level using the system as well, and sometimes you go a long time without leveling up because you're not going to like new areas and stuff. It's really cool. I think you should play your first time in this, but never again after that. So I'm definitely gonna go with classic, just kill stuff and get levels. But yeah, it's very unique, that's for sure. We're gonna be an old lady because I fucking love the old lady in this. Where is she? That's one old lady, that's not the old lady I wanted. There you go. We're gonna be this old lady. There's a lot of portraits. I really like this one though. Okay, so I am gonna go off of the stats. Starting stats of some build I found online. Oh my god, those are really bad. Okay, I'm not gonna go exactly like this build I found online because Jesus, those are some pretty fucking bad stats. I do like high agility though. Constitution, I don't care about it. It's honestly dog shit. Dexterity, we're not gonna be using since those two are basically weapon stats. Agility is movement and dodge, but mostly movement. Constitution is health, but it's kind of worthless. Perception I like having always a bit because it helps you notice stuff around. It also has ranged weapons, which we're not using any, so it's mostly for detecting stuff, detecting enemies, detecting hidden passages and shit. Will is for mental powers. I'm not gonna be focused on them too heavily, so we don't really care about will. And intelligence is nice because it's for crafting. And crafting is the main shit in this game, honestly. I'm gonna be... just Kiki. We have babushka hours in here. Yeah, I know how it be. Okay, so we want melee. A lot of melee. That's gonna be our main thing. We're gonna need dodge and evasion as well, because we're not gonna be using heavy armor. Stealth! Do I want to play stealth? I think I may have to end up playing some stealth. We'll see though. Let's get some mechanics, some electronics. Chemistry is nice. Biology. All the technology ones are nice because they're all for crafting stuff, so you always want to have them all basically. I think I'll go with temporal manipulation, not any of the other ones. You have thought control, psychokinesis, metathermics, temporal manipulation. Thought control is like manipulating people's minds and shit. By psychokinesis is like electric powers and like applying force, like force fields and stuff. Metathermics is fire and ice, and temporal manipulation is like time loops and speeding yourself up, stuff like that. I do think I want this just to speed myself up, basically. But that's the main thing. I do like persuasion, I always get a bit of it, and I do like mercantile, so... It's not gonna be a super optimized build, it's gonna be... not gonna be hella OP. Because I don't think we need it to be. We can definitely make do. Especially since we're on hard, not dominating. The difference between hard and dominating is fucking insane. Dominating is actually like extremely painful. Like extremely painful. UnderRail girls make do. Yeah, you work with what you have, you know. Can activate the sprint ability, 30 additional movement points for 2 turns, only effective when not in stealth. We start with this so we can rush down enemies. Snooping I always liked. We don't need to, like if you were in dominating, we would have to basically only focus on combat because that's mainly all you have to worry about. But I do want to... focus more on exploration, because I fucking love exploration in this game. Like at hound we won't need at first as much. Expertise is kind of whatever. I think I may start with Nimble, because we're not gonna really be using armor basically at all for a good while. Snooping would be nice though to start with as well. Let's go with snooping, whatever. Whoosh! Hadrian Tanner. Alright, last topic of course, earthquake repairs. What's the situation at the South Tunnel? Gorski. Got to dig deeper to plant explosives. I will risk more damage to the tunnel. Vera Hale. Almost everyone is working shifts up there. Shouldn't be too long now. He nods. Gorski, how's the security looking? Got 1 man at the cave exit and that's enough as far as I'm concerned. Automated security is strong there and as long as we know the crossroad and the cove are clear, no one can sneak up on us. Also got 1 man at the underpassages and he's been ordered not to open the gate no matter what. The last thing we need right now are those bloody lurkers sneaking up on us. Everyone else is up at the platform securing workers and tunnels. Good, good. If no one has anything else to add, that will conclude this council meeting. Actually, just one more thing. In case you weren't informed already, I admitted a new citizen to the station. That Kiki girl? Yeah, I think she will be a good addition to the station. She and Vance are still at the range, but they should be done any moment now, I believe. You put too much trust in your tasks, Tanner. Now I care about how she handles live action, not how many points she got. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Best put her to work immediately. We need all hands on deck right now. Indeed, that is all. I am gonna completely ignore this tutorial. Beep beep. Have no doubt you like it. Okay. Happy March State and congratulations. Welcome to Southgate Station. See you around, Venzel. And here we are! Straight into the game. Okay, so I need to fucking remember. Max speed always. Personal messages. Keycard from Wayne. Title keycard, Alter Wayne. Hi, fix your door. So the keycard should work fine now. In case you haven't found it yet, it's in your desks. You're on. Welcome from Tanner. Congratulations, you have passed all the tasks we presented you in the past weeks and have now obtained full citizenship in Southgate Station. On behalf of the entire community, I welcome you into your fold. Visit me in my office in the Commons as soon as you're rested so we can discuss your duties in the coming days. Cool. I can turn on the light. What are the buttons again? Oh yeah, shift. Ooh. I've never used a fucking compass in my life in this game, so... yeah. I'm not gonna use it still. Red Hound leather armor, sure. It decreases my persuasion. Oh no, I can just swap to it whenever not in combat. What I always like doing is having this locker for just crafting and this one for items in general. I like that in this game they just give you the freedom to fuck with whoever you want, basically, if you can take it. So like you can pretty much just kill everyone in the game and still complete it. It's very nice, honestly. Man, this music is so fucking nostalgic for me because I play this shit so much. This is so fucking nice. The man behind the desk is Hadrian Tanner, the counselor who admitted you into Southgate Station. Even during your first encounter with him, he struck you as an unusual-looking individual. Then inside his impressive stature, one finds it difficult not to notice how his thick, bushy hair and beard envelop most of his head. That, in addition to his opaque glasses covering his eyes, which you've never noticed him without, means that you can see very little of his face and its expression. His somewhat dirty scavenger outfit, which he wore earlier as well, clashes with the clean, finely furnished office, suggesting that Tanner probably does most of his work in the field. As soon as he finishes typing, he raises his head and reaches out to shake your hand. His big hand, tucked into dark brown gloves, makes yours seem like that of a child in comparison. And you especially feel his large fingers to be twice as thick as yours. His deep voice feels distant and calming when he addresses you. Congratulations once again, and welcome to your small community. You scored very well on your tests, no small feat that. I'm pretty sure you'll turn out to be a valuable and respected citizen. But more importantly, I hope you'll find peace and kinship here, which are so hard to come by in the chaos surrounding us. I'll try my best not to disappoint. Oh shit, my headphones are running out of battery. Oh no! Well, if they just died, then I'll just finish the recording the stream, because, yeah. But it should last for a bit more soon. That is good to hear. I hope the earthquake didn't disturb you much and you were able to rest a bit from the testing, for you have much work to do today. Events have transpired that required your attention. Are you ready for some field work? How much damage did the earthquake cause? Not much damage to the station itself. There were no casualties, fortunately. Regardless, the railroad tunnel has caved in, so we're cut off until the rubble has been cleared up. It is nothing that you should be concerning yourself with at this point in time. Now, back to the business at hand. First, you can have your weapon back. Lucas at the armory should have it. And while you're there, you might want to drop by the shooting range. Since you'll be doing some field work today, it might not be a bad idea to warm up in case things get ugly. To Gorski if he's there. He'll help you set up for some practice sessions. However, that is entirely up to you. Understood. What is this field work you mentioned? Down the tunnels below our station, just to the north of Crossroad Caves, lies a series of abandoned outposts. These outposts were built by another station a long while ago for the purpose of scouting and defense. In time they fell to decay. I want you to retake them so that they might once again serve the same purpose. However, in order to do so, you will need to activate the main power generator that's located inside one of them. Harold from the engineering sector thinks he knows how to get the generator operational, so it should be your first stop after we are done here. As far as I'm aware, there are a total of 5 outposts, plus the one with the generator. I don't know if it's possible to activate all of them, but try to activate at least 3. You may also want to talk to Jonas at the Crossroad Watchpost. It's down the tunnels, just outside the station. You'll be passing through there anyway. He's one of our most experienced scavengers, and he's probably seen more South UnderRail than any of us here. We surely have some useful advice for you. Why are we retaking these outposts? It's an important strategic position should certain factions attempt to encroach further into our zone of control. Besides cleaning them out, we also push some of the unwanted wildlife further away from SGS, so it's also beneficial in that regard. Wildlife? You understand that a few packs of red hounds moved into the area, but you best talk to Jonas regarding that. He'll have more details. He knows that area inside out. Alright, I'll be off then. And one more thing before you go. Pasquale, our station's chief physician, wanted to see you. So you should probably pop down to his office in the medical sector when you have the time. Okay. Pasquale! Medical and psionics. Hello. First of all, let me congratulate you on your admittance to your little station. I'm sure you love it here. It's good that you came. I actually wanted to talk to you about some of the results from those tests we did earlier. Is there something wrong with me? No, quite the contrary. Sorry if I scared you. You see, the test results show that you have certain amounts of psionic potential. I'm not derailed. How much potential? I'm not exactly sure until I ran some more DNA tests, but it's there. Allow me to explain what psionic potential really is. It's a relatively rare inheritable, complex genetic trait that triggers development of certain otherwise latent components in the brain. It allows a person to perform some subtle psionic invocations, such as influencing the minds of others, as well as some not so subtle ones, such as causing radical temperature changes and telekinetic manipulations. How did this genetic trait came to be? No one is really sure. Research indicates that it's a relatively recent genetic mutation, but it sure could not have been a random one. So many things about it are just too complex and convenient to be anything but artificially designed. There are problems with this hypothesis though. Former BioCorp's head of genetic research, Dr. Hal Roche, outlined these problems best in his thesis. I won't bore you with details, but the essence of the problem is that with the technology that we currently have at our disposal, creating, testing, and integrating genetic structures of such complexity is simply not possible without a colossal amount of trial and error. So much trial and error work, Roche argued, that even if you combine all the genetic processors in the world in his time and let them work on the subject for the entire time of their existence, they would still be extremely unlikely to produce these results. Furthermore, Roche points out that the structures of the brain where innervation that allows psionic activity takes place were never studied in such depth. Even though we know plenty about how the brain as a whole works, there is a large gap between the top-down research performed by psychologists and neurologists and bottom-up research done by neuroscientists studying neurons and receptors. Inside this gap lies psionics, but due to the brain's nature and complexity, those who wish to study it need to start from either of these directions and slowly approach the middle. So you see, it's a bit of a mystery. We know much more about how to make it work than how it actually works. Interesting. Indeed it is. So how do I realize its potential? You must first disable your psionic inhibitor. It's a neurostructure in your brain that prevents you from innervating or accessing your psionic projection centers. We assume it was designed to prevent the infants from unwittingly harming themselves or those around them. There are ways to perform this innervation by deep extended meditation, but this can take years and years. We have more efficient methods nowadays. He reaches into his pocket, then opens his hand before you. You see a large red pill. It will take care of the inhibitor right away, but there is one side effect I am obliged to mention. The majority of users experience immediate and significant weakening of their immune system. And when I say majority, I mean everyone. To put it bluntly, it will severely affect your health. Therefore, the choice is yours. Take the pill and swallow it. You force the oversized pill down and for a while nothing happens. I don't think it's working. Whoa! Whoa! Ah, good, you're awake. How are you feeling? Oh, my head hurts. What happened? Disabling the inhibitor seems to have caused a psionic surge, but you're alright now. While you were out, I took the liberty of performing some more testing to determine the actual levels of your psionic potential. And well, the inherent potential is there, but you have to train your mind hard before you can really make use of it. Also take this. He hands you a pair of syringes filled with blue liquid. These psi boosters will help increase your psionic recovery rates. Basically, they'll allow you to use more psi abilities within a certain period of time than you normally could. They're fairly cheap, work fast, have no major side effects, and are equally useful to beginners and experienced psionics alike. There isn't a reason not to have a couple when you're going out there. And then he hands you 4 unusual inhalers. And these contain desaturated psionic inhalants. They'll replenish your psionic reserves, and also help neurohormonal regulation, and alleviate synaptic fatigue, especially after extensive innervation. Just like muscles recover from fatigue with the help of the body's glycogen reserves, so does your mind have its own finite psionic equivalent. Only a pair of boosters? What do you mean by only a pair? That's quite sufficient to get started. Got a lot of dangerous work ahead of me, Doc, and considering I've yet to become an experienced psionic, I'd rather not find myself short on brain juice when I need it the most. Just use them wisely and you should be alright. Or you could simply purchase more. They're cheap, but not cheap enough for me to be giving them away just like that. Shit! I failed! Okay, bye. And now we have bionics. Well, we don't have any. We still have to learn them from people, actually. Can we actually just go here and learn? There's this guy who teaches the things. You see a stunning, well-dressed young man. Even though his clothing is neither as arresting as he is, nor is it expensive looking, every item he is wearing has been carefully selected and combined with one another to form an elegant, flirtatious style. rather than being a mishmash of items permanently borrowed from dead bodies decomposing by the tracks or in ditches, which tend to be one of the primary sources of free clothing in UnderRail. In his hand, a glass of fizzy water. He puts it down and focuses on you, smiling warmly. His teeth are so white he almost looks like a living toothpaste ad. May I help you? How are you? Who are you? Call me Ethan. You? Kiki. I've recently moved to the station. Good, good. You may call me Ethan. What can I do for you? Anything interesting going on? Not much, unfortunately. The cabin has us all trapped in here, so like a lot of the people, I'm waiting for the tracks to get cleared before I can move on. However, now that I have such a lovely company, I suppose I wouldn't mind the workers getting some rest. What a fucker. So you're the traveling type. Well, there's a good reason why I travel a lot. You see, I am a temporal manipulator, a psionic. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I am a bit of a, how shall I say it, an expert in my field. We are a rare kind as temporal manipulators, and there isn't many of us walking around, so if you happen to be a psionic looking for some tutoring in the discipline of temporal manipulation, I am your man. What can you tell me about temporal manipulation? It's a psionic discipline that allows one to manipulate time in many different ways. Accelerate it, decelerate it, suspend it, reverse it. But before you get your hopes up too much, the effects are on a local level, meaning that one's reshaping or even disfigurement of the structure of the universe will not have large-scale consequences, but will rather only affect a small part of space-time, just the very part that is being manipulated. I understand if you're finding stuff difficult to comprehend. It's not an accessible subject, really. Regardless, it is an immensely powerful discipline in the right hands, but is sadly underused. You should consider yourself lucky. Why is it so underused? Well, it is... He stops, peers inquisitively in your eyes, smiling warmly before pointing his finger at you. Actually, I would like to hear what you think is the reason. I'm just curious. Intelligence? I think the user needs to experience time differently in order to effectively manipulate it. It probably requires more from a person than just learning the abilities and using them like you would the ones from other psionic disciplines. Beautiful and smart, how wonderful. That is the fundamental issue. One man is simply failed to understand. There is more to it, but you're already getting the gist of it all. Allow me to elaborate. To become a master temporal manipulator, one needs time. Time to manipulate, time to practice, time to experience. The first one, it is in the very core of our universe, space-time. We manipulate the temporal, but for space-time to remain balanced, the spatial must react. The second one, as with any skill, one needs to extensively train, develop his abilities in order to become proficient at them. This takes time to practice, but one is also practicing on time itself. But the third point, that is the most important one, the thing that sets temporal manipulation apart from other psi disciplines. Temporal manipulation on its most basic level does not possess the destructive power of other disciplines. No pyrokinetic fireballs or accelerated ice shards, no way to drive your enemies derailed, cause them to fight each other, or against the authors plucked out of their very own minds. Manipulating time requires temporal experience. With other disciplines, even if one doesn't understand their meaning, one can achieve much through simply understanding the mechanics. With temporal manipulation, mechanics only have meaning if you understand the passage of time. It is something one might not be, in fact definitely cannot be, able to truly understand without sufficient experience. And that comes when one has just the right amount of time available to him. Most have plenty, too much, and that is why they waste it. Those who don't, they chase it, but they might have plenty available to chase. Now those who have experienced it running out, those realize its true value. You're implying that it takes an old person to be a good manipulator, yet you're looking pretty damn young. I am more than just young, but that is perhaps besides the point. I do look young, yes, but I have experience. I may be one of the best, which I admit doesn't say much considering there aren't many of us out there, but I still have a life ahead of me to truly acquire the experience I told you about. However, I have been taught by the best, you see. Yes, yes, Arthur Kane, my mentor and a true master, has helped me understand certain important things much earlier than I normally would, but that is a whole other story. I'd like to learn some abilities. Certainly, and not only that, but since this is your first time, we'll teach you one ability completely free of charge. Anyone, but only one. I still have to treat like everyone else, you understand? Temporal Distortion. Powerful ability that allows a manipulator to cause damage by exploiting a phenomenon called temporal recoil, the natural tendency of time to revert to its most stable state upon being manipulated. By the time between distortion and the manifestation of the resulting recoil will always be a fixed interval. The more one applies temporal distortion within this period of time, the more energy the recoil will have and will thus cause more damage to the affected matter, as spacetime is being rapidly untwisted into its original form. Fast thinking and skilled manipulators can use temporal distortion to utterly devastating effects. I used to charge more, but for you I'll make it the 20 Stygian coins to teach its ability, but since we're in SGH, I'll accept 50 credits as well. I'll take this one for free. Certainly, now if you don't mind, I propose we move to somewhere where we can train relative peace and quiet. We don't want to be disturbed, right? Could use my room. Perfect. Learn this first. I'm gonna wake up in bed. Somehow I learned it. I have to say, you're one talented woman. You just need to learn to relax more and take your time. Jesus, dude. Chill. Okay, so now we have our first Psy. That's already innervated here. Temporal Distortion. Cool. Can put this here. I remember there is a button. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can sprint. I'm gonna put here. Pickpockets. I've never used pickpockets, basically. I've used so little pickpocket in my life, honestly. Like, so little. Okay, bandage here. Inhalant. There we go. Cool. Well, let's go to the armory. Lucas. Shortman rises from behind his desk with a grenade case in his hands. The heavy case meets the top of the desk with a thud, raising your eyebrows, which in turn makes the man's face turn to a smile. He removes his glove and shakes your hand with a strong, perhaps too strong grip before addressing you. Don't worry, I ain't gonna blow us up. Nope. Anyway, Venso told me you'll be staying with us for a while. Yeah, I like it here so far. Well, friend, make yourself at home. Can I have my weapon back? Of course, it was the, yeah, 5 mil piece and some ammo if I recall correctly, right? This one? It wasn't a gun at all, it was a machete. What? No, seriously, is it? Oh fuck, I failed to persuade. No! All I need is a knife. Guns are for wussies. Then who? Oh, this has got to be Newton's gun. Yeah, my bad, here you go. There. With that out of the way, may I interest you in a couple more things? We don't really need to buy much stuff since we're not gonna be using guns. With guns, you have to load up on ammo like all the fucking time. But I'm just gonna use a knife, man. I don't need no shit. Okay. Who else do we need to talk to? I completely forgot. Harold on the engineering level. Eventually I'll talk to everyone just for lore stuff, because it's fun. We'll have a lot to talk about in this game. Howdy, you must be the new girl. Name's Harold. I'm in charge of this little workshop here. Oh, nice to meet you, Harold. So, you looking for something specific or just looking around? Tanner tells me you know of a way to restore power to the outpost up to the north. Right, so I remember taking a look at the power generator there a while back. I couldn't do anything about it back then because I didn't have this. Ruma just threw the boxes that are on the table before producing something resembling an energy core. Here, it's a flux controller. Insert it into the slot at the front of the power generator. It should get you running again. After that, you ought to be able to reactivate all the outposts. I'm afraid you'll have to do that manually though. You see, each of them has a switch that cuts off the power in case of hazard. Okay, I'll give it a try. Cool. And we can go right off. Can just leave. Ah, Kiki, good to finally meet you. I'm Malcolm. How can I help you? I need to get out into the caves. You didn't get your access card yet, right? Yeah, should be around here somewhere. There it is. Now listen here, this is the procedure. When you want to leave, you let me know and I'll open the inner gate. You then step into the transition room, then I close the inner gate and open the outer gate and off you go. Alright, now when you want to get back in, use the card I gave you on the console outside, stand in front of the camera so I can confirm it's you, then I'll open the outer gate. Earlier we used to do bioscanning every time someone passed, but since no one ever showed up positive, it became a nuisance. But if I do contract the disease, then be kind enough to inform me so I can activate the turrets. They'll shred you to pieces, we'll burn the remains, and everything's good. Just kidding, or am I? Open the gate, please. And here's a tip for you. If you find yourself surrounded by red hounds, use flurries to scare them away. They'll be back though, so try not to stick around. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. How the doll's going to UnderRail's transition room? Hell yeah. Aren't we all UnderRail dolls? At the end of the day. And we're into the main game. Well, not the main game, we still have a ways to go to actually go into the game. As you approach the passage, you can hear faint squeaking sounds coming from up ahead and a pair of red, beady eyes blinking in and out of the darkness. Spooky! So true, Dolly. Damn. Oh, Jonas! An old man wearing an old coat, old pants, and old boots introduces himself with an old smile. Oh, it's the young Kiki off to do some hunting? What is this place? This is the Crossroad Watch. The only way to get into your station from the tunnels is through here. What are you doing here? Just sorting through some goods I have scavenged today. Wanna take a look, see if there's something you like, before I take it back to the station? For a fair bargain. I want lockpicks. Thank you. I love lockpicks, actually. Trapper's belt's pretty good, but I don't need it right now, honestly. Yeah, I don't need any of this right now. Here you are very knowledgeable of the tunnels and I could use some advice. I've been crawling through the tunnels all my life, what do you want to know? What can you tell me about the odd abandoned outposts nearby? The nearest one is just north of the Crossroad Watch. They stretch to the east and to the west from there. They were built by Omega Station, but are somewhat in ruins since we put them out of business. Plenty of red hounds there now. Oh, if you're heading there, could you do me a favor? I was scavenging near these outposts a while back and I think I lost my old digital watch there. It was about this big and made of metal. It doesn't have a strap, so I keep it in my pocket. Must have fallen out somewhere. Could you keep an eye out for it? If you bring it back, I'll make you a good bargain for it. Keep a lookout. I'll have your watch back in no time, man. Is it really true that you descended to the bottom of deep caverns? Listen, youngster, there's not a place in this accursed underworld these old legs haven't visited. I've descended as low as one can go, and I even took a peek into the dreaded mutagen tanks and... Well, maybe I'll tell you more over a drink sometime. How much damage did the earthquake do to the surrounding cave tunnels? Well, a lot of the passageways have caved in. I'd used dynamite to clear them up, but Tanner confiscated all of it to make it available for clearing up the south tunnel. Can't say I blame him, the metro is more important. The passage to the lake is clear though, we're up for some fishing or something. Can you tell me a bit about creatures that inhabit these tunnels? Well, there's cave hoppers, mole crickets, red hounds, psy beetles, and rarely shadow crawlers. What critters are you interested in? What are the shadow crawlers? Vile, awful insects that crawl around in cave walls, all quiet and sneaky. They surprise their victims by injecting them with a good, healthy dose of a paralyzing venom. Then retreat to the shadows until the poison makes you stiff as a rail, and then they eat you. Don't start quaking yet, cause they're rarely seen close vicinity to SGS. But out there, in case you notice things are getting a bit too quiet, be on the lookout. Fucking love these crawlers, man. What are these tunnelers I've heard people mention? The thing is, no one really knows for sure who they are. They're nomadic people of the deeps. People around these parts call them tunnelers because they are known to dig wide, sprawling tunnels throughout the underground, connecting remote places of the UnderRail. But again, no one knows why they do that. Some say that they have a huge city in the middle of the deep caverns that you can reach if you follow the longest of their tunnels. Some also call them the Faceless, because they believe that under their huge masks, they have no face. Superstitious folk don't like people saying that word though. They say it can draw their attention to you. Are they dangerous? Very, but they are not always hostile. From my experience, it's the smaller groups of individual tunnelers that you should be most wary of. Larger groups generally leave other UnderRail folks alone as long as they ain't bothering them. So you've met some personally? Don't think there's much to this underground world I haven't seen yet, but that's a story for another time. Dang it, old man, you always hold back on the important parts. Ah, a good storyteller always leaves his public wanting for more. Okay, let's go kill some rat hounds. You can get the armor here. So we don't fucking die. Let's save. I think there is a quick save option, like control, isn't there? F5. Whoosh. I'm pretty sure we may get a little fucked at the start. Or not, actually. Whoosh. Ow. Never mind. Single dude already fucking me up. Yeah, man, that's how it be. That's how it be. Yeah, I died. The start is gonna be fucking brutal. I don't have any skills, any points, anything that would help me with the fucking melee. I guess I can hit and run with sprints. It's gonna take me a while to actually get good shit. Oh yeah, I do have Psy. Yeah. Also, if you know where an enemy is, you can just start like combat before I actually... Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to go close to it. I should die from the thing there. Only at the end of the turn though. If you know where an enemy is, you can just begin combat before even moving in, so like you have a chance to fuck it up before you... Okay. Whoosh! I'm running! Bitch, I'm running! Cool, we killed 2 enemies, that's awesome. Oh yeah... Oh, fuck. We can only use a bandage if our health is above 40%, so like it fucking sucks. Awesome. Awesome. Guard orders, okay. Just gonna grab everything, we can sort it off later. Don't have power yet. We've found waste pack, 1 extra utility slot, mercantile increased by 10, carry capacity increased by 25. Nice. We found an oddity. Border guard orders. These old bloodstained orders were issued by the Omega Central Command to their border guards. The orders state that the guards are to shoot anyone they perceive as SGS members on sight. Also, 1,000 Charon's bounties placed on one called Gorsky. Cool. Trapdoor here. So sometimes when you move next to walls and shit, it can reveal hidden paths and stuff, which is pretty nice. That's why I like having perception. Lockpicking 10. I think I can... Do I have 10 lockpicking? I think I did start with 10. No, I have 0 lockpicking. Shit, I need to get hacking lockpicking. I love having both hacking and lockpicking because like it opens the game a lot. A lot of areas. There's so many areas you can't even go. Okay, they can fuck me through here, so I can... Since they can get to me, I can just... fuck them up. If I had a gun, I could just shoot them through the gates, which obviously, you know, would make it very easy. So... Oh yeah, they changed Psy. It used to be that you just had a set amount of Psy and, you know, it... I think it regenerated off of outside of combat already. But... And also you could have as many Psy powers as you want, and now you have to innervate a certain amount only, according to your intelligence. And you have a set amount of Psy reserves that are used to regenerate your Psy. They fucked over Psy a lot. It's still really fucking OP. It's still by far the strongest way to play this game is Psy powers. Like, it's literally overpowered in this game. But they did nerf it a fuck ton in the past. Red Hound was partying a small gold earring for some reason. Fancy Red Hound ear. Oh my god, that's me. Why does a rat have an earring? What the fuck? Okay. I'll just stay here, because this way at least I only have to fight one. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say at least I only have to fight one of them at once like this. Nope. He can definitely fuck me up. I'm dead. Pretty sure. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm out. Holy shit, I'm alive. Got melee, dodge, evasion. I do want persuasion as well. I fucking love persuasion. Let's see. What I want to... Lockpicking and hacking. I'm gonna do a very all-around build just for fun. Reduces armor penalty by 15%, grants 15 bonus to dodge and evasion for armor penalty. That's really good. Seems really good as well. Recklessness sounds really awesome, honestly. I may get nimble though first, just to make it easier to survive the start of the game. Start of the game is pretty fucking brutal. Wait, fuck! Wrong button. Oh, that's a lot of friends, man. Whoosh! Okay, if I stay here, then it's only one at a time. Fuck! Oh, that's a lot of friends, man. Woo! And we can use the bandage. God fucking bless. Cool. Okay, I'm not grabbing any of their innards because right now I'm not gonna use any of that shit. Maybe eventually it could help me. I insert the flux controller, turn on, and there we have it, fellas. Just so the big bass amp, it's time to get Gina parts. Hell yeah, I'm glad you heard. Sometimes games so good, then quirky. By the way, I love it. It's really nice. It's really nice, actually. Like, really fucking good. Overall. One of the main things I like about this game are actually like both the music and the sound design. Get fucked! Red Hound ladder. I think it's not super great, but it's very nice. Also, like 99% of the sounds in this game, like opening crates and doors and shit, are ingrained into my brain because of how much I've played this. 15. I don't have 15 yet. I like that you can just come back and open stuff later if you want. Usually it's not really worth it, but sometimes it is. I really like the gun sounds in this, like big reason why I've had a lot of fun with... Do I have any grenades? No. That's true. It's just gonna be a doozy. Let me think how I wanna do this. There is an explosive barrel there, but I don't have any throwing things or anything. If I could explode the explosive barrel, then, you know, I could easily dispatch out these fucks. Forgot you have alternate, like, tabs for stuff. I end up using basically all of it eventually. Okay, let's ignore these guys for now. I could use, if I get a grenade or something, then we can easily kill all of these. Grenades are really fucking fun to use in this game. I never did like a just thrown weapon build in this, but honestly, it sounds like a good time. Did I get unlock picking? I think it shows here. Up to 9 difficulty, okay. Never used grenades here, but I know they're just fun machines. They're really... like, grenades are extremely OP in this game. For a variety of reasons. And a bunch of different types of grenades as well. They're really fucking strong in this. Especially, well, not even especially early on. I think the whole game, honestly, they're good. Like, they're basically always a good call. Early on, they're good because they do a lot of damage, and also because of Molotovs. Whenever you set fire to any living creature, they usually panic. And basically, it's a free stun. So Molotovs are like really fucking strong against groups of living enemies. Like really strong. The whole game, honestly. Like the whole game. Early on, it's nice because it makes handling groups like very easy like that. But they're good like the whole time. Okay, you always fight them in tight corridors. Otherwise they will fuck you up. Yeah, Chief Pala, they're fun, but they're like the least think about weapon because they depend on your throwing skill, which is used for that, throwing rocks and throwing spears, and that's it. Yeah, this game also, it has a fair amount of throwing weapons, honestly. It also has like throwing. The nice thing is that it gets bonuses from dexterity, so if you're using a dexterity weapon build, like knives and... there's a bunch of dexterity type of weapons, like small weapons, pistols, SMGs, they're all like dexterity based as well as like light melee. So you will end up getting a lot of bonus points in throwing as well, just from leveling it up, which is pretty nice. Like there's a bunch of, there's synergies and base abilities, like stuff that you get bonuses from other things, right? It's pretty nice. Follow 3 in New Vegas, there's no throwing, but the best way of using it is reverse pickpocketing. Yeah, it works really well as well. Honestly, like, it's really fucking bad, like... Using throwing things in New Vegas and 3 is pretty bad most of the time, honestly. New Vegas has explosives, right? I think it kind of factors in a bit. I don't think it's grenades. I think it's only dynamite that factors in explosives, actually. That I remember. But yeah, throwables are usually not really... They're never seen as a main category of weapon, right? It's very rare for games to consider them a main category of weapon. Trilobite fossil. I like that you can just go exploring a lot of fucking shit. Like without carrying the word. And not always it's a good idea. Not always. But you know, it's nice. It's nice that you can. Where the fuck am I right now? Oh yeah, I'm already... Okay. Can't fuck with that right now. Not yet. Remember the times just chuck dynamite to unencumber myself, I still having fun. Powder gangs and nothing to me. I like that powder gangers are like so universally hated in that you can always kill them and nobody gives a fuck. Like it's always morally correct to fuck up the powder gangers. Everyone respects you for doing it. Agility increased by 1, stealth increased by 3, awesome. Blueprint for leather armors, that's gonna be useful. I really need another level up to get this fucking shit, man. Yeah, see what I mean? I fucking hate games gating me from anywhere, honestly. So I always pick whatever skills let me open up every path because I fucking despise not being able to check every path. Like, it bothers me to no end. Ooh, stash. Biocorp Technology Catalog Fragments. Couple of torn pages and illustrations from the Technology Catalog. The old Biocorp. It was obviously not meant to be a blueprint of their technology, but rather a commercial showcase. Like, I I have a tendency to pretty much always, first of all, just get points in fucking lockpicking, stuff like that, just so I can open every single chest, door, everything I find. Because if the game stops me from doing that, I'm gonna fucking go crazy. My schematics resembling a treasure map of sorts. Few listed items have check marks next to them except one with painted letters. Sewer, stone. Cool. See, this is why I got perception and snooping, because it lets you find all these hidden places. Dark Dweller. Oh, this guy's gonna fuck me up, ain't he? I think he's gonna fuck me up, man. I think he's really gonna fuck me up, man. I think he's actually gonna fuck me up, man. Well, we both died, man. Shit, man. It's all good. Knew a couple of people online that were powder ganger supporters. They exist, but it's a niche, almost shitposted thing. Yeah, I can't imagine anyone doing that. Like, holy shit, dude. I can't imagine people being supportive of powder gangers. Crazy. Hello? Can you let me through? I'm stuck! Door's stuck! What the fuck? Okay, there we go. I think the loot changed, actually. No, it's still the same. Pistola, granata. Wanna get a new Vegas run going at some point? Feel like I've sucked that game dry enjoyment for it. Yeah, that's the thing with this game. Even UnderRail, I feel somewhat like that a little bit. Just games that I've played and enjoyed and loved so much that now if I play, like, I basically know everything about the game, so like I always want to get to that one good part, or to that time that I get that one good piece of gear, or that one weapon that I really love using, and everything in between that and after that is kind of not as fun. It's rough. I can just throw this and fuck this guy up, and he's in panic. Cool. Why did I walk into the fire? Fucking dumbass. Well, it's just gonna stay there. It's gonna walk back through the fire, I'm pretty sure, right? Or not? Oh yeah, can I stealth here, actually? Stealth it. Oh. He's panicked again? What the fuck is going on with this guy, man? Let's actually get flares here, because they are helpful somewhat, especially with enemies like this. That... Oh, I thought he was actually gonna be... There we go. I thought he was actually gonna be... fucking... What is it called again? Stealth. Turns out he wasn't. God forbid a girl has fire walking off. This guy's having a panic attack now. He wants to do his lap, Tristan. You know how it is. 7 to 11. And 8 to 13. This one's better. Anti-thermic, red hound leather overcoat. Stealth decrease, immune to burning. Oh, he's immune to burning. Cool. Let's get the HE grenades. Did I get any other grenade? I don't think so, right? No. Is there gonna be another one of these dudes here? Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, there's 2 of these dudes here. Hold on. Wow. It did not hit either of them. I don't think this is gonna do much damage, but... Ah, that's decent. I'm out! Oh shit! Ow! My legs! Fuck! Ow. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can actually kill this tree. Oh, actually, hold on. If I heal myself, maybe I should be able to. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo! Get fucked, boy! I like that you can always loot basically everyone's body and always get their gear. That's fucking nice. Hell yeah, we got an a shock steel combat knife. It passes 60% of target's energy shield, and on hit inflicts electricity to the primary target and electricity to all nearby enemies. Costs some energy, but you know how it is. And we have some throwing weapons, throwing knives here, which I think I'm gonna use. I like throwing knives. Let's on leather overcoat. Increases our stealth. Do we care about stealth? I don't know. I don't know how much I'll be using stealth. I would like to avoid using stealth. I think using stealth in this game is kind of boring as fuck, but we'll see how it goes. I may get versatility. Versatility is a trait that gives you some of your main offense swap skill into all the other skills. Your effective guns, heavy guns, crossbows, and melee. Oh, it's only... okay. I mainly wanted for throwing, but I may just increase my throwing skill a little bit instead. I don't have a hacking device on me, I just realized that actually. That's fucking dumb of me. That's really fucking dumb of me. Oopsies. More persuasion, more mercantile. I need like 40 mercantile if I'm not wrong. For something. I don't remember exactly what, but I know I need it for something. Dead man. I'll take it all! Skeleton. Cool. Nice sounds. I like them. I don't have a hacking device, right? No. Shit. Okay. Where does this lead, actually? Well, hello there. 20 lockpicking? Fuck, I don't have 20, do I? 14. Fuck off. Fuck off, man. Fuck off, man. Hello, Roran. How are you doing? I hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome, welcome. Did you win all the Dota games? Please tell me you did. I was rooting for you, man. I even bet money on you. Sneaks up behind you and stabs your guts cutely. Yeah. It is like that, isn't it? Crane. Before you lies an abandoned crane with a visibly torn chain. Other than that, crane itself seems to be in decent shape. Tools and spare parts used for crane's maintenance certain nearby. Attempt to repair the chain. You were unable to do so. Look down. Jumping down would be quite rough. Oh, it's the place I just went down to. You can make notes, but it's fucking annoying to make notes in this, man. Explore more! Because it's very generalized, the areas that you go through. It's not hugely specific. You won on Wednesday? Good! I'm glad. That's awesome. proud of you. Okay, the only place I'm missing is that area without the barrels, right? If I'm not mistaken. I also should get hacking and come back here later as well to open all the bosses. Just gonna finish exploring these and then I think I'm... Oh. Never mind. They enter combat. Let's try stealth in here. I don't think it's gonna work out, but... Oh, never mind. What? There we go, I think that killed most of them. Nope, not all of them. What are you afraid of, baby? Okay, so since our Psy ran out, now we have to use one of these that fills our reserves and then we can actually fill our Psy. Old watch. You found old wristwatch inside of that red hound of all places. Cool. Milan Ratula. Hey, get out of here. This is my territory. I'm reclaiming this outpost in the name of Southgate Station. Haven't you vultures taken enough already? Caves belong to no station. Now get the hell out of my home before I bolt in your ugly face. Alright, I'm leaving. Leaving your dead body? Nobody calls me ugly and leaves. Nobody. Chill toy. Then, I killed his pet red hounds, his children, and for what? Was it worth it in the end? Was any of it worth it in the end? Oh, I think we can open this now. Yippee! Omega ID card. Having one of these must have meant a lot back in the glory days of Omega. Nowadays it serves as an obituary. Cool. Okay, we can come back here and finish exploring. We need to get a hacking mechanism though. Let's go finish the quest and then I'm gonna finish the recording and maybe finish the stream. I don't know, we'll see. My headphones are almost dying out though. They've been beeping like non-stop saying low battery. So I think I may have to stop because soon I'm not gonna be able to hear anything. I mean, I do have the little thingies, but yeah, I prefer using a headphone. I think I found your watch. Yeah, that's the one. Where'd you find it? In the belly of a red hound. I knew those things would devour anything, but a metal watch? So, can I have it now? There are a few special items I can offer you for it. I've got this here powerful submachine gun, perfect working condition. I've got a set of healing hypos. These are good for you. And I've got this here fine looking boots. Look at them. They are fine. I have boots already. I'll get the hypos. Wise decision. Here you go. Let's trade. Is there anything I want to buy? I do. I could start using throwing knives. They're pretty nice. Did get one. I got a bunch. Can use throwing knives. Cool. I'm gonna take out our armor because it's red hound, so people don't really treat us kindly. That little cat, I fucking love it. Okay, I'm just gonna stop here. We'll finish, like, turning the quest some other time. Okay. Yeah, that's the first episode of Can You Pet Kiwi? Let me go check, actually. Hold on, this is important. Meow! It ran away. It's ran away. I don't think it wants me to pet it. It is talking to me, though. You can kinda pet it? Kinda. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be the first episode of UnderRail. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you all next time.